Hello there, dear viewers. Welcome to the Muse of Maverick channel. I'm your host, Maverick, and today we are starting a new series, or I guess you should say not exactly a new one. This is an old friend now, and I am indeed talking about Demon Slayer. So, before we get into the gist of things, if there's any of you who are new here, a quick reminder, I always divide my videos into 3 different parts. I have an introduction, which I'm doing right now. I'll have my blind reactions, where you are welcome to watch along with me, with your own, legal copy, of course, of the episode. And then finally, at the very end, I have what I call my musing section, where I talk a little bit more about, the series as I know it, what the episode has, the parts I like, the parts I dislike, and maybe make some predictions as to what will happen next. I am going into this completely blind. I have not read the Demon Slayer manga, right? Because I do like to keep my reactions fresh, if you will. They'll all be timestamped below, so just jump to whichever part that you like. And so let us begin, right? So first of all, I did not go and watch the Infinity Train arc that is airing right now in anime form, because I had actually already watched it in movie form, and I don't really like to go back and rewatch things once again, especially, doing these kinds of videos. I feel like blind reactions are much more entertaining than non-blind ones. So that is the reason why I decided to just forgo it. I know that there are a little bit of stuff that's happening. There's a little bit of stuff that happened before the full events of the movie, but at the end of the day, I thought it wasn't exactly worth it. But now we are in the Yukakuhin, right? Yukaku actually means, well, I see that in the Western world, a lot of people just translate it into the Entertainment District arc, which I guess kind of sort of makes sense, although if we are going to be more, more honest with it, it should be more like the Red Light District arc, if you will. Because the Yukaku is actually the place where the Yujos hang out, and the Yujos are basically prostitutes. So the Yukaku is basically a gathering place of brothels, if you will. It is an old term for basically the place you go to pay for sexual services, if you will. So that is the general idea of this particular arc here. And yeah, I mean, don't really know what else to expect here. I mean, following the events of the Infinity Train, right, the Mugen Alyosha arc, I guess they would need to, obviously, if you are here, you should already know everything that happens there, so it's not exactly a spoiler. Tenjiro and the others probably need to go back and report on what happened and so on and so forth, and I guess receive orders for whatever upcoming mission that they have. But in any case, I feel like that has been enough of an introduction. Let's just jump right into the episode right now. Alrighty, let's begin this in 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, and by the way, this first episode is apparently a 1-hour special, so... Oh. Okay, so starting first from here, eh? Oh. Or is this actually Tanjiro's dreams, memories, or whatnot? Or are we actually experiencing this in real time right now? Hmm. Hmm. Oh, that was such a great ending fight there. Right, and that ending, with his mom and whatnot. Ah, it was great. That was great. I really loved Tanjiro's cries at the very end as well, right? You know, basically shouting, "He didn't lose! Rengoku did not lose!" Ah, oh, that was great. Right. Okay. That one, you know, that quote, I was more meh about. I really like the part where he insisted that that Rengoku did not lose, right? He protected everyone. Actually, I don't even know like how long this arc is for. I mean, the Mugen Lisha arc took like what 7 episodes, I believe. So maybe another 7 for this one. Mm-hmm. Okay. Who? All right. The Sound Hashira. And I'm assuming this is just like some setup, right? Towards the story here. Some backstory. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's Muzan? Or is this like many, many years ago, something like that? Or no, wait, no. This is right now. Hey, you gotta return that book, dude. You know, Muzan, considering that you feel like this is such an easy task, you certainly haven't succeeded in this for the past, what was it, like, the few hundred years that they've been fighting? It's like, Papa, I accidentally ripped up my library book. I thought Muzan's form was more of like a, of a grown up with a wife and kids and whatnot. Did I forget about something? It has been a while. Okay, so let me guess. He's going to get back, and they're as energetic as ever, right? Wow, okay. Not training, but taking a look at his family. Mm-hmm. Awesome. So in the end, there was a relationship between these two. Really? All other techniques are derived from it? Okay. Oof. I do wonder if the father is actually grieving in his own way, though. That's why I'm not really saying anything right now. Oh, his hard hit. Is that gonna knock some sense into him? The 21st Flame Husher. He didn't really come here to learn about this, but
しているということだったけど、一瞬で強くはなれないんです。あの時俺がもっと強かったら、一瞬で煉獄さんを助けられるくらい強くなれる方法があったら。ずっと考えていました。だけどそんな都合のいい方法はない。近道なんてなかった。自分ができる精一杯で前に進む。どんなに苦しくても悔しくても、そして俺は京次郎さんのような強い柱に必ずなります。兄にはすぐ思いませんでした。本来なら私が継ぐことなり、柱の控えとして実績を積まなければならなかった。でも私の日輪刀は色が変わりませんでした。ある程度の剣術を身につけないと日輪刀の色は変わらないのです。
Really? Okay.
私はダメだ。剣士になるのは諦めます。それ以外の形で人の役に立てることをします。柱の継承は断たれ、長い歴史に傷がつきますが、兄はきっと許してくれる。正しいと思う道を進んでください。千次郎さんを悪く言う人がいたら、俺が頭突きします。それはやめた方がいいです。
I feel like there should still be like one passing word by the dad to Tanjiro though.
何か僕はカラスを飛ばします。お話ができてよかった。気をつけてお帰りください。いいえ、こちらこそありがとうございました。そうだ、炭治郎さん、これを受け取ってください。兄の日輪刀の唾です。いただけません。こんな大切なもの、俺は持っていてほしいんです。きっとあなたを守ってくれます。ありがとう。
Sorry for not saying too much at this point, but these are more emotional scenes, I feel, so it's better to stay quiet and just, you know.
無理としたか。先ほどの。
うるさい。どうでもいい。出て行け。
でも兄上の。
くだらん。どうせ俺への恨み事だろ。分かりきってる。さっさと出て行け。
わかりました。体を大切にしてほしい。兄上が父上へ残した言葉はそれだけです。行ってまいります。
Yeah, I think it's quite obvious that the father is grieving in his own way.
気がしろ。
発熱
And so that's why I held my tongue when, you know, that previous interaction between Tanjiro and him. Just something felt off about the situation there. Out of nowhere? Oh, it's actually... And here I was thinking it was actually a demon. I completely forgot about this dude. Dude, your wound is gonna open up. Really? Alright, so what are they gonna do now, right? Train? Seems so. Doing push-ups? Yep. Hmm? Oh, look how buff they are. Oh, he's going on solo missions as well. Nice. Then again, this manga really isn't shy with time skips, right? We've already experienced it before, once. While Tanjiro was training. Before he took the Demon Slayer test. And we had the previous time that they got injured as well, right? Ooh, 1-2 attack. 1-2 punch. The title of this episode was in regards to Sound Hashira, right? So I'm assuming that we will be introduced to them sometime later.
ここまでだ。覚悟してくれ。申し訳ないけど。
なめるなよ。カザ。
全集中。水の呼吸。死の型。
There we go.
おかしいな。確かに今音がしたんだけど。
つくからな。
うるせえな。黙っとけ。
心のままに。
What's the dude trying to do, anyways?
地味に引っ張るんじゃねえよ。お前はさっき指令が来てるだろうが。なんとか言えっての。地味なやつだな。てめえらいい加減にしやがれ。
女の子に何してるんだ。手を離せ。いや、群がられている。捕まっ。どっちだ。
バカガキ。
Headbutt again.
大丈夫。
愚か者。俺は元忍びの宇髄天元様だぜ。その界隈では派手に名を馳せた男。てめえの鼻くそみたいな頭突きを食らうと思うか。
葵さんたちを離せ。この人さらいめ。一体どういうつもりだ。
てめえらこら、誰に口聞いてんだこら。俺は上官柱だぞこの野郎。
お前を柱とは認めない。
むんじゃねえよ。お前が認めないから何なんだよこの下っ端が。脳みそ爆発してんのか。俺は任務で女の隊員 ぐこじゃねえ奴は胡蝶の許可を取る必要もない。
Just serious. What the hell, dude?
とりあえずこいつは任務にする。役に立ちそうもねえが、こんなのでも一応隊員だしな。
人には人の事情があるんだから、無神経にいろいろつき回さないでいただきたい。葵さんを返せ。
ぬるい、ぬるいね。このようなざまで地味にグダグダしているから、鬼殺隊は弱くなっていくんだよな。
葵さんの代わりに俺たちが行く。
Alright, Dutch? Yeah, who is we? Oh, Zenitsu. And Inosuke. I feel like the reason a female corpse member needs to go is a little bit different from normal demon slayers, though. But then again, this dude doesn't exactly seem to be the most smartest of people, to be honest. Yeah, does this guy have muscles for brains or something? Oh, son. Entertainment. At the Yukaku district. Basically the brothel houses. Oh, so that's it? Alright. And that is it for this first episode. Well, that dude does seem like a womanizer, so that little scene there at the beginning certainly fit him. Okay, I'm assuming this is the opening. Actually, this voice, it's Aimer, isn't it? There we go, Aimer. It seems that there's a little bit more after this as well. Alright. Yeah, we got like 4... Oh, wait. Oh, that's it? Really? Alright. Well, if it's just gonna be credits here, then I guess I will see you guys after this. Okay, apparently there is still a little bit more after the after credits. So let's watch this together in 3, 2, 1, play. Nin Nin, or whatever the hell this is. I mean, I guess similar to the original episodes, they had this sort of thing at the very end, right? Hmm. All right. Let Inosuke go. Go on, Nez. Oh, he's not gonna get beat up? Okay. I thought he was gonna get beat up. So, shinobis are basically ninjas. Hmm. Bye bye. See you guys next time. Well, alright guys, that was the very first episode of the Entertainment District arc, and okay, let's begin with this, right? I mean, we should just probably go by chronological order here. So first of all, obviously a recap of the Mushin Ninja arc, the Infinity Train arc, which, you know, ultimately ended in Rengoku dying and whatnot. So, you know, that is that, right? And then we got to see Muzan again. I kind of I'm not quite sure why exactly he's currently in the body of a small boy and whatnot, and apparently doing things like that. I'm not like, I don't know if it's just my memories are fuzzy or I forgot something, or maybe this is something that wasn't quite mentioned, right? Because the last time we saw him, he was this dude with a family, you know, with a wife and kids and whatnot, dressed up in a suit and all that. So I'm not really sure like what exactly is going on here, but you know, obviously Muzan is capable of attaining many different forms, right? So perhaps this is just an easier way for him to gain power in the human world and so on and so forth. Although it does seem like, I don't know, wouldn't it be actually relatively binding and restricting to take on the form of a small child, and because you can't really do a lot of things, right? You have to keep up appearances, if you will. But you know, hey, if that's Muzan's fetish, so be it, right? And by the way, I know that he actually went to a bookstore and bought that book. I'm just kind of, you know, like, if you don't get in some snarky comments and jokes during, you know, during Muzan's speeches, like, how else are you going to pass the time, right? Certainly you don't want to say anything snarky during the emotional moments. So, too bad, Muzan. I'm going to be using your dialogue as time for making snarky comments. But yeah, I mean, not too much else to say about that. There, obviously, the dudes are quite infuriated at what happened. You know, number 3 as well. So, you know, potentially he will cross paths with Tanjiro in the future, which is, I would say, exactly how Tanjiro would want it, right? He would definitely want to get revenge for Rengoku there. And, you know, but that's later on. I don't even know if he'll make an appearance in this arc, though. It kind of feels like this is, you know, its own separate arc, so maybe we're not really going to see more of him before the end of this particular arc either. So, obviously, next we do have the entire scene between, you know, Tanjiro and Rengoku's family and whatnot. And Rengoku's father, like I said, the moment that he was out here and, you know, drinking and saying those things, I kind of had a hunch that it's his own method of grieving, right? I feel like this is quite a common trope in a lot of, you know, shonen works and whatnot, but they were actually quite making it obvious at that point. So obviously he's still coping with it and using his own method. Probably not the best or the most loving kind of method, I guess you could say, but still he is grieving nonetheless, right? More importantly, though, or I guess as importantly, is how we learn of the sun breathing method here, right? So this is the first time that we get actual confirmation that this is an actual breathing method, and apparently the first breathing method that inspired all the other breathing methods and techniques, right? Which I don't doubt, actually. I don't doubt. There's clearly something going on with Tanjiro's family here. After all, right, Muzan literally went there and killed Tanjiro's family personally, right? Muzan is like the big boss of all the demons and whatnot. He's not going to be out there and off in some mountains killing some randos, right? And there is clearly some significance there with his family heritage and whatnot. Maybe not so much on directly for Tanjiro's dad, right? Perhaps he is also, maybe it was only passed on through generation by generation in the form of this kind of dance and ritual, right? But ultimately it is still stemming from the original sun breathing techniques and whatnot. And clearly there should be a reason why there is no Sun Hashira, right? Why there has to be a reason why only the derivatives, if that is to be believed, only the derivatives exist to this point. So maybe it was, I don't know, maybe it was sealed, maybe it was deemed too powerful, maybe practicing it has some, I don't know, has some consequences and whatnot. Who knows, right? But I certainly feel like that makes a lot of sense considering everything that we've seen so far, including the fact that Tanjiro is able to wield this special kind of technique and how powerful it is, combined with the fact that Muzan certainly took a personal interest to Tanjiro and his family, and even Tanjiro now, right? Looking at his earrings. So this is actually the second person who has reacted to Tanjiro's earrings here. First it was Muzan. When he didn't really react to Tanjiro himself, he reacted to those earrings, right? And now Rengoku's father also, he doesn't recognize Tanjiro, of course, but he recognizes those earrings, and those clearly carry a lot of significance here. So, we got that, and considering that, that ending where we do see cracks in the dad's armor, I'm sure that we'll get a little bit more hints and information by the end of all of this. Perhaps not exactly in this arc, but enough information probably for Tanjiro to continue on and investigating his own family and heritage. And then I guess at the very end we do have this new Hashira. Well, I mean clearly we've seen him before already, right? Uzui Tengen. We've seen him before. He's certainly quite the character, right? Certainly not the most conventional of characters here. I mean, for one thing, right? He himself has said he's a former shinobi, right? Which is, I guess a more common name would be ninjas, well, he's a flashy ninja at that. So those two are seemingly at odds with each other, right? Shinobi are supposed to operate from the shadows, don't draw attention to themselves, carry on duties in secrecy and whatnot. And this is a guy clearly obsessed with being flashy. And in fact, he is the sound Hashira as well, which I presume means that his techniques, his breathing styles are based on sound. And I highly doubt that it's the lack of it. It's probably more the usage of sound and resonance and all that, which, again, kind of goes against the entire shinobi thing, the entire ninja thing of being stealthy and undetectable and whatnot. So he's clearly quite the interesting character here with these seeming opposites put within him, right? At the very end of this, with the extras and whatnot, Tanjiro says that he smells a strong sense of responsibility and duty from this dude, so obviously we know that this is one of the good characters. Like, are there any Hashira that are not good guys? I mean, certainly, I'm sure that there are who are more hostile towards Tanjiro and Nezuko, right? But I think ultimately, they still carry justice in their hearts, right? I mean, who knows? Maybe we will see a more morally gray Hashira in the future, which actually would be quite interesting, because those are the characters that I actually like the most, the more morally gray kinds of ones. But I do think that this dude, Tengen, is probably not one of those. He's just maybe quite insensitive to people, I guess you could say. Clearly, he's not. I mean, he's not earning any brownie points by treating the girls like that. I mean, I'm not exactly, you know, that much of a stickler for you know, being gentlemanly and, if you will, like Tanjiro or Zenitsu. But you know, a line still has to be drawn here, and Tengen is clearly stepping on quite a few toes here, I would say. And not to mention, like, it literally doesn't make any sense that in the end he went with Tanjiro and the others, right? You know, the female corps, I'm sure that they have special abilities and special, you know, their specialties are quite different from normal demon slayers, right? So if the mission had called for some female corps, those from the female corps, I'm sure that he probably would have. You know, there's probably a very good reason to, and yet instead he's just like, yeah, screw it, I'll just take these 3 instead. You know, once again, probably not the sharpest tool in the shed in a lot of ways, or maybe he's just like, you know, he just wants to do things his own way. He clearly doesn't really listen too much to other people, I say. But yeah, anyways, yeah, what else? I mean, they pretty much explained it at the very end as well, you know, the place of lust and sounds and whatnot, the Yukaku district, right? The red light district, the entertainment district. It's always fun when you get into that sort of setting in more of like a samurai, you know, sword wielding kind of setting, because it's a common trope or a common setting in a lot of these sort of samurai based works or you know, sword fighting kind of works here. One of my favorite series of all time, Gintama, right, has the sort of red light district is a huge factor and a huge force within that series as well. And clearly we will be, well, I mean, I guess here it's more the case of there's demons residing there, and it makes a lot of sense, right? It's a place where, you know, lust runs wild, desires run wild, and, you know, obviously a lot of vices going on around there as well. Seems like the perfect bed for some budding demons to, you know, do some things in the shadows and whatnot. So, yeah, well, let's just see how exactly this goes on, right? I don't really think there's too much else to add at this point. Fairly straightforward episode here. Is there anything I missed? I mean, Zenitsu and Inosuke didn't really do much in this episode either, so not really too much I can say here at this point, except that apparently all 3 of them are more reliable and capable than before, you know, courtesy of a 4-month time skip. And yeah, I think that's basically it, right? So hopefully in the next episode we will get to see them, we probably will get to see them entering the district and starting off to doing a lot of different things and have a lot more interactions with each other. This episode is more like a context building episode, I guess you could say. So anyways, that's it for now. Thank you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Stay tuned, and bye-bye.